Hi guys, welcome back to the Lycan project. As it's the last couple of days of Preptober, I thought I'd jump on and give you my tips and tricks on how to boost a word count, as I find that sometimes I struggle to hit my words. So these are, I think, 4 or 5 of my top tips. So my first tip is kind of odd, which is just take a step back, breathe and relax. It is a daunting task, but we can all do it together. If you need or want a buddy, my nano username is the Lycan project. I'm more than happy to be your buddy, and if you need any help or want any words of encouragement, please feel free to send me a message and I will be on the website at least once or twice a day. You can also find me on social Instagram as well, where I'll be doing frequent posts on at the Lycan project as well. So that's my first tip. My second tip is expanding on my next couple of tips are showing versus telling, which is a big issue that a lot of newbie writers, including myself, fall into. But I've been reading and doing a lot of trying to understand how to improve that. So the first one is the 5 senses. We experience the world through our sight, smell, touch, and taste. Your characters also most likely experience the world through those as well. My wife's just dealing with little dragon. Cool. 5 senses. So I like to, rather than try and cram all 5 in together, I will select 2 to then expand on my words, but also to show something rather than trying to tell something. I found it's greatly improved my level of writing a little bit, and it's also helped with boosting word counts because I am an underwriter. So it's, for an example, Jane was cold. That's 3 words. But Jane saw her breath on the breeze. So that gives you 5 or 6 more words. It uses Jane's sight, and also she felt cold, so she could see the feeling that she's got, which also ties into the setting. You know, I know in Rippled Reflections, which is my first book, I then started to describe, it's on the shore of a lake. It's like the lake glimmered, it glittered, it was fresh salt water, and so the breeze that whipped off it is a salty wind brushed my face, so you can taste the salt in the wind. You can see the breeze, so you can say it's windy because the trees whipped violent, like the leaves on the trees whipped violently. So things like that help you be more descriptive. They also help show the climate, so that's using the 5 senses of your character, which is my second tip. My third tip is also to use them in terms of describing a setting. My final one is something that I've seen a lot, and I actually picked up my own copy, which is emotions, an emotion thesaurus. I'm not saying you have to do them now, but this is a handy little resource as well. It shows determination. So let's say you're determined. Well, rather than say he worked at it determinedly, it has like physical, mental responses, long term and stuff. So hypothetically is tight muscles, a set jaw, so rather than just going, John was determined, so John set his jaw as he continued, as he went about the task. It goes from, set his jaw, which is 3, to John's determined. So you get a few extra words. It also gives you a more emotive position. So that's my 4th tip. And my 5th tip, I know some people think it's a bit of cheating in Nano, is also to use dictation. Sometimes you can speak quicker than you can type. It does mean you do have to go back in and do an extra round of edits with terms of putting your punctuations like full stops, question marks, quotation marks in it, and formatting with new lines and paragraphs. But also it helps with the flow of your story, and you can just get the words out and then polish it later. So they are my 5 tips on how to help boost your word count during Nano, and also how to help if you're an underwriter. I'd like to thank you for coming in today. Let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Please, if you liked this video, subscribe and like this channel, like the video, so that other people can look at it and see it if it's helpful for them. And thank you and goodbye.